This is the 2027 BMW X6. Is it the perfect luxury two-row SUV? Hey everybody, it's Tom from Vehicle Visionary. I hope you're having a great day. Now when you look at the front end, there's really no major differences here compared to the X5. I'm going to hit the buttons right here to turn everything on. You can see the animated lighting and see what goes on with that. It is all LED, nice and bright. Doesn't seem as bright here in the Louisiana sunshine, but it is there. I like the way that looks. You're going to have your nice large active air curtain on each side of the front end, allowing air to flow through this area. That's going to help you with your aerodynamics. And everything here is active. No faux vents or anything like that. It all allows for airflow. Got your double kidney grille here and that front view camera that tells you there are cameras all over this model. As we work our way around, obviously we're going to have the BMW logo right there. Nice body lines, especially out back. In this case, we're going to have the 22-inch wheels. They're going to be a gloss black finish, highlighted by that nice bright red brake caliper right there. I like how that sets things off. You can have the body color with your fender flares. The one thing I do wish was different here is that this area, while it looks nice, is not actually active in any form or fashion. Now we will have the gloss finish on our side view mirrors, turn signal indicators built in. They're heated, power adjustable, and they have blind spot monitoring. And as you can see, they're also going to be power folding. So a lot going on there to talk about. We're going to have the remote right here with all of your controls on the side. You can unlock, open and close your power tailgate. Panic button is there. You can lock here. Pretty nice little remote, basic, but it gets the job done. Now, we're not going to have roof rails up top. You will find the panoramic sunroof, but this is where the lines really get interesting. This is the M6, so you're not going to have the more squared off rear. You lose a little bit of cargo space, but it gives you that sport back, more of a aggressive, sporty, kind of in motion look. We're going to finish things off here on the rear. I like the spoiler that's here. The angle of the rear window works really well. Now there's no rear window wiper here. If you own an X6, do you wish there was? The water should run off, but I'm curious to know how that really works. We'll finish things off here with LED lighting once again with the LED taillights. Those elements are going to be nice and bright and get the job done for you. You can see how bright that is when I hit the button right there and let it blink for you. Now that looks kind of dull, but I guarantee you after dark it's nice and bright. There's our xDrive. It is all-wheel drive with the 40i logo, BMW and X6. And as we work our way down, you're going to find your exhaust outlets right here. Nothing is fake, so that's good. You can see all of that. And this model, while the X5 can tow up to 7,500 pounds, this one tows about 7,200 pounds. Something that I like here is when you pull on the hood release in the interior, pull on it 2 times, you just come and raise the hood. You don't have to find a hood release. It is a 3-liter turbocharged 6-cylinder with a 48-volt mild hybrid technology here that gives you 375 horsepower, 398 pounds-feet of torque, made it to an 8-speed automatic transmission, 0 to 60 a tick over 5 seconds, and the top speed is governed to 130 miles per hour. Now, if I see anybody in the comments who says, that's not a 2027, it does happen. Well, here you go. I know they didn't watch the whole video, but right there it says 2027, because that's what it is. How about your potential MPGs? 21 city, 26 highway, 23 combined, and 4.3 gallons of gas per every 100 miles driven. Now, the gas tank details, we're just going to pop that open real fast and let you see what's going on there. Here are those details. The gas tank size is going to be 21.9 gallons. The range on a full tank of gas in the city is 482 miles, 569 miles out on the highway. When it comes to gaining access to your rear cargo area, there are several different ways to do that. The button on the tailgate right down there that you see, button on the interior, button on the remote, or you can kick your foot under the bumper like I just did. How about your cargo space? 27.4 up to 56 or 59.6 cubic feet. You can see that the rear seats are folded down nice and flat. That's going to help maximize your cargo space. We do have the removable cargo cover right here if you need to take advantage of that. I like that it's just a manual cover. It's not powered, just makes life a little bit easier. And then we're going to have a 12-volt power outlet right over here in that area, right up there. There you go. You can see that. And something that will make people very happy is the presence of a spare tire. So no tire repair kit needed here. very convenient. And one thing you do give up is a little bit of cargo space and some head space with this sport back design, but hey, that works for some people, no big deal. We do have our panoramic sunroof up here with the power shade that can be drawn forward if needed to keep the heat out. Also, that front portion will open. We'll have our shade right here. It is a manual shade that can be put in place if you want to. Nice large door bends and armrest. All of that's going to be here. The control to roll the window up and down. And then we're going to find that we have a decent amount of space back here, leg space wise. It does depend on where the front seats are set. You can get the screens and plug them in right here. All your connectivity is there for that, or you can just conceal that away if needed. The rear seat pockets are here, and you have 4 zones of climate control, 2 in the front and 2 right here in the rear with all the adjustments for air and your air temperature, your fan speed, and we also have 3 stages of heated seats. I dare not use that today. We're headed into the mid-90s in Northwest Louisiana. You can also see connectivity down here with your 12 volt, a little bit of space above that. And one more thing I wanted to show you here is that we have the fold down armrest, and we can pull on this release and actually fold this middle section down and use that as a pass-through. Now, that's not all we have here. You also have a little bit of space. It's small, but there is a little bit of space right there. And then we can also push the button right there to bring out our concealed cup holders. The sticker price here at Orr BMW is $98,547. Let's cover a few more highlights of what you get for that price. Obviously, you're going to have your lighting up here, SOS button. You can see what else is here. Not a whole lot going on there. As we work our way down, we're going to have the air conditioning vents right here. You can see your ambient lighting over on that side. That is in a few different areas, including over there on the passenger side door panel. And you can see the nice size armrest and the nice size door bend. Got some seat controls over there. I like that you have seat memory on the passenger side too. That's always a good thing. And then over here, we're going to have those same things. There's where you can open and close your power tailgate. As I mentioned, there's a button here in the interior for that. We can turn on several different features depending on what we want to do with our seat controls. And then we have everything down here for the power mirrors. That's the button I pushed earlier to have that fold in, and then you control the positioning. You've got your power windows. There can be one touch down, one touch up, and everything here for your lighting. If you want to leave that off, auto, whatever you want to do with that, that's here. Power adjustable steering wheel. It's tilt and telescopically adjustable. And then we have all of our controls for our cruise control. We can go through different features here on the screen depending on how we want things to look. We can do that. You can just see what I'm doing right there. Try and give you a view where you can see all of it. We can adjust the head-up display, which is nice and bright. Kind of hard to see here in the bright Louisiana sunshine, but in person you can definitely see that and will have no trouble at all. And you can see what you can do as far as that goes with our different content options on the driver's display. Steering wheel mounted paddle shifters, nice and big. I like that. Our control for our windshield wipers, not a rear window wiper because you don't have one. And yes, it is a BMW that comes with turn signals, as they all do. It's just the drivers that are the problem. Now, the center screen, I like the curvature that we have here built into that to make it more driver focused. This is where you control everything for your air conditioning. So we can hit the button right there, turn on our heated seats, ventilated seats, heated steering wheel. We don't need any of that today, but you can control your temperature, which I do not want that any higher than low. That's going to work a lot better. We can go in and see what else we have as far as our different seat controls go and different options. And then you can come right here to home. You have your built-in navigation. If you're looking for all of your icons, guess what? They are here. They're on a separate screen. You can see what all's going on here as far as that goes. We're going to have Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. We can wirelessly pair our smartphone. You do have YouTube right there, but you will have to have your BMW ID, as you can see right there. We'll just run through a few different things here with our different settings. Depending on what we need to do, we can do all of that. And then I'm going to push one of the buttons right there and show you some of our other features here as far as traction control. All of that's going to be here. And how about our different views with the camera? Here's what we have. You can see that we have that front view. We've got our views on the side, depending on where we want to see and need to see. You do have active park assist that will help you out if you need that. Can't imagine needing park assist, but it is an available option. You also have your car wash view that'll make it easier to get into the car wash and be lined up correctly with your lines or trajectory lines right there. And you can obviously wirelessly pair your smartphone. Air conditioning vents, a couple of those right here. Kind of a unique design, but it definitely gets the airflow going and does a good job with that. You can adjust what you're listening to on the radio, turn the radio on and off, and you can also adjust your volume right there. Turn on your hazard lights if you need to, and you have your front and rear window defoggers. All of that's going to be there. And if you want to conceal everything away right here, you can. You can even see some of the ambient lighting in these two areas right here. Wireless charging pad. Here's a USB port. We're going to have our 12-volt power outlet right there behind the cup holders. And then right here, some of the controls I used earlier to turn the traction control on and off, bring that screen up, camera views. Here is your shifter, so we put our foot on the brake. You can go into drive, bump that up to go into neutral, go into reverse right there, and then we hit the P to go into park. There's where you start and stop the engine. And here are your different driving modes. We're going to go to the screen to show you what's going on with that. So depending on what I need to do, I can hit the buttons right here. Let's get that to come up for us, just like that. There we go. You can see your different options. As far as sport goes, there are several options there. Comfort, you're going to have Eco, Pro. You also have your hill start assist button. It's going to be right down here. We'll come back and look at that. There's your hill start assist button, and you can also set it on auto if you want to. Auto hold right there. Power parking brake. And for those that don't want to touch the screen, here we go. You have all of your different buttons and your control right here that allows you to go through. You can select what you need to right there and deal with that. Center console lid doubles as an armrest. I like that. It's actually not a lid, it's Bombay doors. You'll have a little bit of space within with another USB for connectivity. Here is a sampling of the Harman Kardon audio system. And hopefully that does a good job for you, depending on what you're listening with, speakers or earphones. I hope it sounds just as good for you as it does for us here live in person. And there it is, the 2027 BMW X6. There are no changes, by the way, for 2027. In case you were curious, those are the features and the highlights. Is it the perfect luxury two-row SUV? Tell me what you think down in the comments section. I would like to say a special thanks to our friends at BMW for loaning us this X6 for the day so we could tell all of you about it. And a special thanks to all of you for being kind enough to give us the opportunity to give you a vision for your next vehicle. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. That's not only helpful, but greatly appreciated. Make sure to subscribe and share this video on your timelines on social media so other people can see it. And if you would like to learn about additional vehicles you may wish to consider purchasing, check out the video that's on the screen right now, and we'll see you there.